I love playing move decks, not only because they're fun, but because they catch people off guard. And if you're playing a card game and you catch somebody off guard or play something unexpected, then oftentimes that can lead to you winning. We played this move deck on stream the other day. It's a mix of control and move, and it is incredible. I think that we had over a 60% win rate with the deck. That was through like 70 games, 60 games, something along those lines. And we ended up climbing up easily 30 cubes. I think we started maybe at 103 or 104, made it up to 106 or 107. And it's just a lot of fun. So the deck is made up of Iron Fist, Angela, Dagger, Kraven, Cloak, Cosmo, Doctor Strange, Juggernaut, Vulture, Polaris, Shang-Chi, and Heimdall. A lot of people look at this and say, why is Angela in this deck? The reason that Angela is in this deck is because you can place more than 3 cards on Angela very easily when playing this style of deck. So, for example, if you have Angela down on turn 2, turn 3, you can play Iron Fist Dagger, and you play Dagger on Angela. It activates Angela, and then Dagger moves to the next location. And then say turn 4, you could play Kraven on top of Angela, and then you could play Cloak on a different location, and then you can move Kraven over to that Cloak location, and at that point Angela is now a 2/4 with all of her spots open. And then let's say turn 5, you could, I don't know, play Vulture and something else on top of Angela, and then you can play Heimdall at the end. So Angela is in here just as kind of a card that you get buffed by doing the normal things that you do in move decks. The fact that you're always moving stuff around allows Angela to stay in a location and get power on it. And then also with a lot of the decks that are going around nowadays that have junk in them, so people playing debris and things like that, if you have Angela, oftentimes they'll try and block your Angela. And so if you play Cloak or whatever, you can move Angela out of that location and then reactivate and all that kind of stuff. It ends up being really, really good. But I absolutely love move because there are so many different ways that you can win with move decks. A lot of people who think too simply about move think that the final turn is always Heimdall. And I'll be honest, the final turn is not always Heimdall, even if Heimdall is in my hand. Many times the final turn will be Juggernaut and Doctor Strange. So if I'm winning a location, I play Juggernaut on that location to continue winning that location. And then I play Doctor Strange to move my Vulture or my Dagger over to another location that I believe I can win. Final turn could be Cosmo Juggernaut, just depending on what we're going up against. Final turn could be just a Shang-Chi, or depending on how we draw things out, final turn could be Iron Fist Shang-Chi, to where you don't need all of that power. You don't need that 3 extra power at that location where Shang-Chi is. You would rather have it on another location. And if you say top deck Iron Fist towards the end, you can play Iron Fist Shang-Chi, move that power over, taking out the big power at that location, but then adding more power to another location. There are lots of different things that move allows you to do. In this one, obviously, we do have Cosmo, which is an extremely good counter card. We can use it to not only protect our Dagger or our Vulture, but we can use it to stop Galactuses or stop Taskmasters. And things like that. Obviously, Shang-Chi to do some good damage. Juggernaut is literally better than Arrow. Juggernaut is an absolutely incredible card, especially if you think about it while you play and think about the future turn. Like that's what's so fun about move decks for me, is that you actually have to think a lot in order to use them to the best of their ability. You have to be thinking ahead 2, 3, 4 turns even sometimes, depending on what's in your hand, to figure out what the best play is. And that's why I enjoy it. I don't like playing Shuri, Red Skull, Taskmaster. Like, there's no thinking there. There's literally no thinking there because you already have armor down and then you have Cosmo down, and it's like, okay, cool, I could be watching a movie and do this. But I enjoy the thrill and the accomplishment of playing move and beating people who have checklist decks, as I call them, where they have the things they have to do and they check them off and move down there. Move is incredibly fun. Again, in my opinion, Iron Fist Dagger is one of the best 2-card combos in the game. especially for the fact that it only costs 3 energy and it can net you 12 power. That is insane. You could do that final turn. So literally another final turn play, y'all. Another final turn play with this deck could be Iron Fist, Dagger, Doctor Strange, and you just pop off, and nobody is ready for that. Now, you might be looking at this, you might be wondering what some replacement cards could be if you don't have, say, Polaris or Juggernaut or even Dagger. If you want to replace Dagger, you could throw in Multiple Man or Human Torch, but they're not going to be as effective. If you don't have Juggernaut or Polaris, I would say that you could play Storm or Goose in those replacement spots as well, because Goose allows you to move. Goose allows you to stop people from playing a lot of power on one location, and then because you're playing a move deck, you can move power underneath Goose while they cannot. Same sort of thing with Storm. You can move into that stormed location. Enough of me talking. Let's get into the live gameplay. I really want to... Okay, so they're just playing Sunspot, which is sick. I'm about it. I'm about a good discard deck. Let's do it. I'm about a good discard deck, man. Let's go. Heimdall could end up being pretty big for us here too, honestly. Colleen, okay, they're getting that swarm down. And now here's the thing, I can totally Juggernaut in the middle, y'all. Like, I'm gonna do all of this. And I can go... I'm gonna go Iron Fist, Juggernaut. If they even play. They've got to play MODOK or something. And we want it to go to the right, because they reveal first. So if it goes to the right, then Dagger will get bigger. Kraven will get bigger. Okay. Hell cow, no. Alright, so again, we want this to go to the right. I do not want this to go to the left. 50-50 chance, obviously. Nice, okay. So never mind, it didn't buff the Dagger, but we are clear over there. And now we've got this right here, and I don't believe there's a shot that they can win at this point. If I'm honest. We can go, and we can go Doctor Strange to the middle if we want to. Sure. I don't know which one it's gonna pull though. But either way, I think if we go Doctor Strange, Cosmo, we can prevent whatever they're gonna play now. Let's do this. I'll snap. We're either going to pull Kraven or Vulture. And then if they play MODOK, let's say they play MODOK or something, then we're going to completely block it. They've got a lot of Swarm in their hand and nowhere to play it. They only have 4 spaces. So if they have Dracula... Yeah, if they probably had Dracula in their hand and their Apocalypse was looking good, but the chances of being consistent with that, it was going to be a little bit difficult for sure. All right, we'll hold off on Angela. Reason we have Angela in this deck, like I've said, is, oh, nice. Sick with it. Now, the question is, are they going to play here again, or are they going to play somewhere else? And if so, what are they going to play? Sucks we can't play Cloak over here or anything. That's a good spot for that. So this is just going to go up to... Just going to be a 4. Which is fine. And then Angela will get tagged. And we can pull Morbius over here as well. So we'll pull Morbius to the middle, making them kind of commit a little bit more to that location. Now, here's the thing about discard. Discard has a lot of big cards in it, like Swordmaster calling wing, like a lot with stat lines that are huge. So we do have to be a little bit careful with the fact that they're going to be able to play a bunch of stuff. That's actually a super interesting play to me. That is extremely unexpected. Trying to decide what I want to do here. I think they're probably going to play a discard card right here. So we'll go ahead and block that, hopefully. Yeah. So hopefully this is MODOK. If this is MODOK, then we win. Yeah. So, no discard for you. I feel so bad. That's 2 games in a row. And he's getting beat by move decks. Oh, man. I feel so bad because I don't want to beat people that are... I want to beat everybody. But I don't want to beat people that are playing stuff like that because then they're going to be like, all right, fine. I guess I'll just go back to Shuri Red Skull. Oh, man. What's it going to be? All right, so I'm going to guess a Galactus deck. So what we want here is priority. Very badly, actually. We are going to want priority here. I'm gonna tie this location and then play Vulture. We want priority so that we can block Galactus with Cosmo. So you don't see as much Death Wave nowadays as you used to. So the reason that I'm thinking this is Galactus is because it feels like a Galactus null deck. They play Yondu turn 1. Frig. Okay, interesting. Oh, nice. New York's going to be huge for us here, folks. All right, turn 3, potentially Electro coming down. Still not sure about the Titania, but I know some people who play Galactus will play Titania to fill up their opponent's side. Wow, dude, this is sick now. I almost want to do... This is where move gets fun, but deeply complicated, because there's so many things that we can do right now. We've got an incredible amount of potential. I think I'm going to do this. Send Titania back over to them. They might send it back, which sucks. So they're going to send it back over here. But obviously, okay. So where do we think they're going to play Galactus? That's the question. The question is, where are they going to play Galactus? I think they play it over here. I don't know why. Well, the reason I think that they play it over here. Yeah, let's do... We'll do this one. And we'll go here. Nice. Pretty easy. Now we snap. And now they lose. Which is so freaking funny. So this is going to go up pretty high. We do that. And then we go... here. We're going to move this and this over here as well. Oh, man. So once I get to infinite, lots of times I don't snap as much because I'm more focused on the gameplay than the snapping, and so sometimes I'll get into bad habits of not correctly snapping. I didn't know where they were going to play Galactus there. The reason that I picked the right side was because we had a 2-cost card there, or a 2-power card there, when we had an 8-power in the middle that they can't destroy with Shang-Chi, so that's free 8-power. They don't want to go up against that 8-power of that Vulture, so we predict the right side, and we're right. Not a good start here, man, honestly. 5 cards in our hand that we would be able to... There we go. Don't really like this, but... I'll play it here just in case they play another card over here. Okay, so they're probably going to go armor there. Yeah, so pretty obvious. So this is Shuri Red Skull deck. Just going to make this a little bit difficult for us. We're going to hold on to our Cosmo to potentially block a Taskmaster here. All right. Dang. All right, we go Vulture. They can't play Cosmo right here, and neither can I. And I can't play Cloak right there. So this one's going to be tough for us. I'm going to do this. And honestly, this. Just to fill them in. And then as long as they might Cosmo in the middle. If they don't Cosmo in the middle. Okay. That sucks. I'm happy we at least got that. Their Titania comes over there. We should actually be able to win this left side here. Final turn. They are winning. They probably Taskmaster somewhere. Obviously. Duh. I think they're going to Taskmaster over here. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Our mid is going to be absolutely huge. They didn't zero out their Lizard, so he's going to go down by 3 as well. And then again, we just hope that they Taskmaster on the right side. They can't play Ebony. They can't, like... If they even Taskmaster, they could Red Skull. There's lots of different potential of things they could do. They're not going to expect us to have a Shang-Chi in our deck. They retreat. Interesting. The good old snap into a retreat, ladies and gentlemen. That's always a fun one. That's always a fun one to go up against. So that's the move deck that we're working with, and I'm actually going to try and inkify this entire deck. Move is one of the only decks in the game that brings me this much joy, and with the meta being deeply stale and boring right now, my goal is to try and beat people that play those decks with something like this and to just have fun and hopefully potentially show people that there's more to the game than basic Shuri Red Skull combos and stuff like that, because it is very, I don't want to say fulfilling, but it's very rewarding when you think through a process with a deck like Move and beat somebody, compared to literally going Shuri turn 4, Red Skull turn 5, Taskmaster, something else turn 6. Are you winning a lot? Yeah. I mean, it's the best deck in the game for a very specific reason. Not because it takes any skill to play, but because it is extremely strong. And so maybe for them, they feel rewarded just by winning. But for me, I like to think in order to win. So I think that I think I'm going to just play a lot of move, and we're just going to have some fun with it. So thank you guys for hanging out and watching. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Peace out.